School administrators should be able to concentrate on leading education, not planning health interventions.
As schools prepare to reopen in Arizona, there's a push to get 10,000 more nurses nationwide. Again, we're talking about school nurses tonight. They say during a pandemic, their presence is even more vital to have on campus. Not just to treat the kids who get sick, but to help these same kids with things like fear and anxiety.
They hold such an important role. So the question is, how many school nurses do we have here in Arizona? Our Kim Powell explains.
School nurses are not mandated in the state of Arizona, so unfortunately that means there is no hard data on how many we have or how many we need. But the School Nurses Organization of Arizona says that bottom line, there aren't enough.
25% of schools in the United States have no school nurse whatsoever. And another 35 have a part-time school nurse.
That means less than 40% of schools have a full-time nurse available to campuses across the country. And according to this map from the National Association of School Nurses, Arizona falls in this gray area with other western states with very few full-time school nurses.
So you will have varying people that are manning that health office, health assistants, CNAs, volunteers, parents. Some front offices also double as the health office.
Christine Mahoney is a secretary on the Board for School Nurses of Arizona and works in the Mesa Unified School District. She says without a state mandate, the number of nurses varies by district. For example, there are 85 schools in the Mesa Unified School District and 46 nurses.
Our elementary schools all have a nurse between two schools and a health assistant at each school. Our junior high and high schools, for the most part, have a full-time nurse and a full-time health assistant on each campus.
In April, the National Association of School Nurses began advocating for 10,000 school nurses nationwide and more funding by this upcoming school year. The president of that association says not only will COVID-19 pose a new obstacle, there may be an increase in mental health issues.
School nurses recognize and can educate students about these physiologic responses to emotion, help them find the words, and teach them techniques to manage those emotions and that anxiety.
She says a stomach ache or a headache may not be a sign of COVID, and a nurse is trained to tell the difference.
Without a school nurse, everybody's going home.
Yeah.
Is the way I envision it.
Mahoney says she is hoping to see information regarding campus health offices when the state health department releases their guidelines for school next week. Kim Powell for Arizona's Family.